This is the Ding Dong Gong Show. Vauxhall Comedy Club, are you ready for the Ding Dong Gong Show? That's pretty good, come on, let's have even more noise. Are you ready for the start of the Ding Dong Gong Show? Please welcome to the stage your host, David Lewis!
Thank you very much indeed, Voice of God. Hello, Vauxhall, you well? Are you all right? Welcome to tonight's Gong Show. Sorry, running a little bit late. It is what it is. So we are here tonight for a Gong Show. We are going to see some dreams made, some dreams crushed. We're going to see quite a lot of comedians self-harm on stage, which is exciting. And all in all, we are going to have a great time. Essentially, for those of you who can't see, we're here celebrating a sort of history GCSE class in this bit of the room over here. None of these people are old enough to be here, but who gives a fuck anymore anyway? All right. So it's all good. Have you been enjoying the coronation weekend? Give me a cheer. No. Some of you guys, well, literally. I'll tell you something. The 14-year-olds over here are the biggest fans of the divine right of kings. Please, buddy, don't take what I'm saying as a compliment. All right, but we are good. We are going to enjoy every second of it. We'll find out more about that soon enough. I am going to explain the rules of the show to you over the next sort of 5-10 minutes. We're going to meet some judges. We've got to work out some gongmeisters, and I want to speak to a couple of people. Before I speak to a couple of people, right, I want you to have a think. Who in here, think about it, is a real piece of shit? I need tonight, obviously I've got my eye on you, but I need judges, all right? Give that a think. I'll come back to you in a second. First of all, I'm going to find out what's going on over here. Ladies over here, welcome. I'm so sorry. I was speaking at the same time as you at the comedy show I was hosting. All right, lads, I appreciate you're fresh out of prison together, okay? But we've got a show to get through. We'll come to you in a little bit. Talk us through. Madam over here, we're going to speak to you. Tell us your name. Xenia. Everybody say hello, Xenia. Welcome. Okay, what brings you down tonight, Xenia? We're going to speak to you quickly.
Bottomless.
Okay, that's good. You love a bottomless. Okay, I'll do the jokes, Xenia, but I like that. So listen, talk us through. Who have you got with you tonight? What's going on?
Amber, my best friend.
Amber, your best friend, okay? And I like the way some other prick, you don't even know who the fuck she is. My best mate and some prick who won't fuck off, all right? No, I love that. That's fine. That's her sister. That makes you a worse person than me. But don't worry, that is all good. We're going to get you guys soon. Have you been to this show before? Have you seen it? It's a fucking brilliant show. This is sort of how it is going to work, all right? You are going to see a succession of comedians come up here. Give me a wave, comedians. If you're over there, there they are. They are. If you look carefully enough, you can see where they've been cutting themselves for tonight's show. They're going to come up here, right? And they are going to each be doing 5 minutes of material, right? Some of it's going to be great, some of it is going to be a bit ropey, you can decide, but
Sometimes make me good, sometimes make me shit.
that is it. Essentially, that is it. That's the theme of tonight's show, all right? And so this is how it's going to roll. You guys are going to have to decide, order. We're going to have to decide who... We're going to need it. God. You guys are going to decide who is going to stay, who is going to go, all right? After 1 minute of hearing each comedian, you are going to hear this sound. And after that 1 minute, you then can vote them off. I'll explain to you how you can vote them off. If they get through the whole 5 minutes, you will hear at the end of it this sound. And you will cheer them. And you will cheer them to the rafters, okay? But if they are gonged off before that, they will hear this sound. And they go. And then what happens is, by tradition, they don't have to do this, but by tradition what they do is they scoop up all the empty pint glasses outside, put them in their pockets, and then walk 200 metres down the road to the Thames and jump in, okay? So we'll leave that up to them. Suicide ideation, am I right? No, don't touch that. So, What I'm saying is, you are the judges of tonight. You decide who goes through. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to bring on our judges over here in just a moment. After each act, regardless if they go through or if they get gonged off, they are going to be judges. But this is no normal comedy show, all right? There's as much cheering and there's as much booing as there is cheering, all right? I want you guys to practice your booing as I welcome on our two judges, all right? Raj Pujara over here and Joe Bingham. Please boo them on stage. Raj Pujara and Tom Bingham. There they are. Yes, hatefully, Joe Bingham is the most fuckable man in comedy. We hate him, but it is what it is. So, chaps, this is what we're going to do. After each act has been up, regardless, as I said, if they've been brilliant or if they've been terrible, they're going to be judged by the three of us. So it's a question, really, I suppose, to ask you, my friend Raj over here. What are you looking for tonight, buddy?
What am I looking for? A lot of these newer acts I haven't seen, so I'm looking for something that's not boring when I'm at all these comedy shows or something. And I'm looking to see if this chair is going to hold me.
We'll
it
see.
don't feel that sturdy, and I'm a big lad.
Listen, free drinks for everyone if he shatters at least one
Don't say
vertebrae.
stuff like that.
It's all good. Let's see how we go. Thank you, Raj. Tom, listen, we've got some people over here. They're going to be a bit nervous. What are you looking for? What advice would you give to these comedians coming up tonight?
I'm just really hungover today, so I'm just kind of hoping that it will be funny.
Okay.
If it's not, me and Raj are just going to watch the Man United game on his phone.
Okay.
Just try and captivate us, isn't it?
It is all good. All right, he's had a very busy weekend on Bumble. But we have got a thing to crack on with. Now, I asked some of you guys before, who in here is a real piece of shit? I want to see a show of hands. Who is a real piece of shit? Someone at the back? All right, we're going to go. We're going to start with you, madam. We've got to bring our first act on pretty soon. Tell us your name. Alice. Everybody say hello, Alice. Talk me through. Why are you a real piece of shit? I like that. You're really nasty. So what sort of stuff have you done? You don't know. Okay, that's a pretty bad start to tonight's Who's the Worst Person in the Room. I mean, what have you done to your boyfriend over here? You look... I mean this with love. You guys look really fucking moneyed. So I'm not 100% sure. Did you not pay your cleaner on time? Or, I don't know, were you late with the nursery school fees? What was the worst thing you've done? Tell us. Anything? No. Okay, you think about that. I'm going to go outside and join Al-Qaeda while you're doing that. But give me a thing. You, sir. Tell me your name.
Hi, Max.
Max, tell me the worst thing you've done.
I fucked off 3 of my sugar daddies. But still collected the money all 3 times.
Okay.
And yet,
It sounds like you've committed industrial fraud, but that is what we're after. Give it up. You're judge number 1. You are going to be judge number 1, all right? There is your gong. I need a second judge. Who's a real piece of shit? Come on, who's
You can turn the lights on it as well.
You can turn the lights on. Who's a real piece of shit over here? Okay, sir, quickly, tell us your name, buddy. What's your name?
James Gong.
Okay. And why are you a real piece of shit? Tell us.
It's my birthday, and I've done a lot of shitty things today. It's my birthday.
Give me one thing. You're up against the man who's going to go to prison for about 5 years as soon as he's old enough to go to adult prison. So, what about you? What's the worst thing you've done today? Yeah.
Underpaid a drug dealer.
Yeah, do you know what? Here we'll celebrate you being a drug dealer. Can we have the tiny ones? Have the tiny one. We'll have the tiny one. There you go. You get the tiny cock, okay? Come up here and get it. Quickly. Come up here and get it. You're a judge. Come up here and get it. Can you do that? Or one of you? Okay. Go on, you got to take a bite. Okay, we need 2 more. We need 2 more people. Come on, who's a real piece of shit? You, sir. Come on, let's have it. Let's have it. Why are you? Tell us your name, buddy. Tell us your name. No? Okay, Hannah. There you go. Well done. I'll explain to you. Hannah. Everybody say hello, Hannah. Okay. Why are you a real piece of shit? Tell us. You want to be a judge? No one wants to be a judge. Well, thank you for being so passive-aggressive at this comedy show. All right, that's good. We need 2 more judges. Who wants to be one? Okay, here you go, buddy. Tell us your name. James. All right, James. What's the worst thing you've done recently? What the fuck is it's like a fucking room, like everyone's just like voted Tory in here, and they're just loving everything. You are a Tory voter, that's enough, there you go. You take that one, you get a cock, and then can I have the other one please? And then we need one more person, so we got We've got Tory Boy, Industrial Fraud Boy, and Birthday Cat Man. And we need one more judge. You, madam, tell us your name. Fatima? Emma, sorry, Emma. Talk us through. Everybody say hello, Emma. What's the worst thing you've done, Emma? Tell us. Doesn't matter that you might know her and not gong her off. To be fair, you will gong her off. Do you know what you do? Do you know what to do, sir? I'll explain what to do. Pass that back. Emma's your judge. All right. This is how we're going to roll, all right? This is how we're going to roll. Everyone's going to come up here and do 5 minutes of material. After 1 minute, you have the time to gong them off. You have the opportunity, people with the gong, all right? If you're not enjoying it, all you need to do is thrust your gong in the air. Listen to me. All you need to do is thrust your gong in the air. If you are not enjoying it, they then go throw themselves in the Thames and we have a show. Show me what you're going to do. If you're 1 gong, 2 gongs, 3 gongs, 4 gongs. Let me tell you this. This is my last bit of advice to all of you guys. There is nothing shitter. There is nothing shitter than if the comedian has come up here, they are trash, they haven't worked at it, they don't know what they're doing, and everyone is too polite to get them the fuck off, all right? This is not the normal comedy shows. Lots of other shows in London, that's good, sir. You go and kill yourself. But whilst it's happening, you guys need to be quick on the draw. I do not want to be here and watching people who are dying, these guys watching Manu on their phones, and they need to go. If you are not enjoying it, you can boo these people. You've already had practice. Give me a sound of what you're going to do if the people are shit. They need to go. All right? That's as simple as that. Are you all okay with the rules? Do you know what you're doing, birthday man? Tory boy? Child, weird, fraudulent dude, and Emma over there, you know what to do? Right, let's do it. You guys have been immense so far. We've got, I think, 4 or 5 acts in this first half, maybe 6. The first one's going to be from the bucket, all right? Some are pre-booked. We don't know who the first person's going to be. Joe Bingham, pick it up. Tell us who we've got.
All right, first act is Josh in Vain.
Josh in Vain.
To believe that in a cost of living crisis, that
1 dong.
great value for money.
2 dongs.
My name is Josh. You don't know who I am? That's something.
3 dongs.
Okay. If you see 3 gongs, I should say, 3 gongs out of 4 means you have to go, and then you stay there, and we get to judge you, Josh in Vain. Josh, you had your first 40 seconds. I mean, how many gigs have you done, Josh? That's the spirit. All right, listen. The reality is that you came up here in front of like 90 people who booked tickets, didn't say anything, shook everyone's hand, tried to, I don't know if you grabbed the dick off our Tory boy friend over there, and then didn't do any material, and then did one joke at the end. What did you expect? If any consolation, you've got a strong haunting the dreams of children later on this evening, I'm sure. But tonight, I'm afraid it's a no from me. Well done, though, for cracking off tonight's show. Bravo. Joe.
It's just not what I needed to see when I was hungover, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. It was, I think...
Quiet, let them speak.
Thank you. Yeah. Someone said, what was it? Helena Bonham Carter off Wish. So it's like if it was a crackhead. It's a lot. It's like it's a lot. And I think like I've seen people do clown stuff before, but you've got to captivate them if you're not going to say anything in it. And I think they were just terrified. So I don't know.
That was the plan.
Yeah. Well, it fucking worked. You nailed it. Yeah. Well done. Yeah, but just tell jokes, innit?
Thank you, Raj.
So it was your plan to scare them?
Yeah, you know, it'd be a little bit scary, a little bit nice.
It's a
balance
shit
it out.
plan, because when people have the option to get you off and you scare them, they're getting you off. But no, you scared the shit out of me as well. But I think everything's been covered, yeah. A lot of time wasting at the start. Didn't really know what was going on, but yeah, just quicker
I am an
in.
agent of chaos.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Josh, you're going back to your secure facility tonight, but it has been a pleasure to see you.
Are you
this
coming
evening.
to share the cell, or?
I think your time is up. Thank you, though. Give it up for Josh and Ray. Carry on the clapping for your first act from this list, Sam Harrison.
How are we doing? We good? Does anyone else want to watch it now? I'm actually a teacher, so if this goes bad, I'll just put a film on. It's what we do. Support the strikes. Support the strikes. I'm actually a primary school teacher. It's great for getting with mums. It's great. I've got an amazing trick. Right, class. We're all going to draw our families today. I'll go around. Go around. Oh, Devon, that's an interesting family you've got there. So your mum lives over there, but your dad lives all the way over there. Come on, Devon, let's go and tell your mum how much of a good boy I am. Good boy you are. A good boy you are, Devon. A good boy you are. Totally true. I actually teach year 5, and a few weeks ago I had to teach sex education. Don't get too excited. Year 5, it's just the basics. It's just the basics. You know, puberty, relationships, ghosting girls on social media, just the absolute basics. But I had to teach about periods, right? And period fan over there. But the day after, a mum came to me and she was like, after your lesson, my daughter got home, she actually had her first period. And I was like, fucking hell. I'm a great teacher. It doesn't even look like she was listening. But now I'm thinking, maybe this is like a trick I have. So like, you know, if a woman that, you know, I'd had a night with came to me, you know, after a month and was like, Sam, I'm late, you know, I think I'm pregnant. I'd be like, shit. Okay, that's all right. Calm down, sit down, and look at the whiteboard. Today, we're going to learn about periods. And you're not going to break time until you've had one. I used to teach in Thailand, right? And I was treated with the respect of a king. And now I teach in London. I don't even get the respect of Prince Andrew. Whoa, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Some King fans in here, I like it. In Thailand, though, they were just so positive. They were so positive. Like, a visitor would come, and everyone would bow in respect. And I guess that is similar to the UK, because when Ofsted come, I get in the exact same position. I'm just like, just fuck me now and get it over with. But another thing, it's not just positivity within the staff, it's also positivity within the students. So the students, and I'm not going to do the Thai accent, don't worry, but they would come up to me and they would say, sir, good morning, it's such a good day, and they would smile at me. Right?
One dong.
But the difference
Two
is,
dongs.
in the UK, I said good morning to a kid the other day. You know what he said? Is it? The kid was questioned in the morning. They can't be doing that at that age. I just taught him about sex education. This is the best that it gets. I'm really struggling for money at the moment, so I'm living in a guardianship. Just give us a cheer if you've heard of a guardianship. Yeah, some poor people in tonight, fantastic. So if you haven't heard of a guardianship, what it is basically you guard an abandoned building against squatters. Don't worry, worried looks is the correct response to that. Did you know there are 2,500 squatters in London? Not on my watch, London. I'm out there 6 in the morning, because you know what they say? early bird catches the squatter. It's a bit like a war, but instead of housing legislation, I'm throwing housing legislation at them. There's some really weird rules in the guardianship, though. One of them, okay, is you're only allowed to have a guest for 24 hours. I know what you're thinking.
3 dongs.
That's mad, right? Thank you anyway, thank you, I appreciate it.
Hey.
If anyone's looking for a building to squat in, I know one that's free right now.
Good to know. Sam, mate, how long did he do, God?
He did 3 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh, mate. Well done. Give it up. Give it up. Because do you know what, Sam? I was totally backing you, dude. I thought you were really funny. I thought the openers were good. I thought it was original. The Ofsted joke was good. I presume you're just trying to hit on Zenia's sister's friends to try and have a threesome. But most importantly, though, you gave it a go. Even though on a molecular level you disgust me. And obviously never, ever teach my daughter. But I thought it was really good. And I liked it. And you were a breath of fresh air after the first act. Because I want always the first act to be really good. And I was delighted. And it just sort of... I've got nothing negative to say. It just sort of ran out of steam.
Yeah.
If you can keep it as tight as the first 2 minutes, you could easily win this competition. But I'm impressed, man. I hope to see you again here. Just so you know, before I pass it to the next judge, the winner tonight, and this is what you could win, is a 5 spot at one of the semi-pro or pro shows over here sometime in front of, like, you know, next door is 150, 160 people, so it's a big prize. So listen, come back again. How many gigs you done?
13.
13. Okay, good. We'll crack on. Crack on, we'll see you again. Joe.
Yeah, I like you, man. I like you, you're funny. It's the same thing. Lost them in the middle. But that happens. I think the most impressive part was getting a round of applause to say I'm a primary school teacher and I don't get the respect of Prince Andrew was bold.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, mate. For 13 gigs, I thought you were great, man. A good stage presence. You referenced the act before you right at the start, which was really good. Play in the room. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Yeah, I think everything else has been said. I think the squatters bit just need to punch it up a little bit, and then everything else was great, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Lucky. Well done, man. Listen. He's gonna go back on strike because 11 weeks holiday a year isn't enough for that prick. All right, let's crack on. Boys at the back, I know you're very excited about Prince Andrew. I don't know what's going on if you're big Royalist fans like our Tory boyfriend on the front row over here. I mean, like 4 of you definitely voted UKIP last time. But not that I'm judging, but I need you to crack on because your friend is the main judge, or the guy at the back judging. And we have never ever had a judge on so much MDMA in our lives, all right? So we're enjoying every second of it. Welcome on your next act. Henning Wilson is up. Bravo!
Hi guys, I'm from Norway, so I want to start off by telling you about my homeland. I presume you've all heard the famous Game of Thrones saying, winter is coming. We Norwegians have our own version. Winter refuses to fucking leave. I hope that winter joke felt recognizable. Snow, it's the world's second best white powder. When you see Viking movies, Norwegians are always violent, drunken savages with long beards. That's not correct. Some of us have started shaving. We Norwegians are a humble people, very humble. Our national sports motto is, the most important thing is not to win, but to beat Sweden. And we always beat Sweden. They can keep ABBA for themselves.
1 dong.
There's an assumed stereotype that Norwegians are all dry, introverted, incapable of showing any emotions. By Norwegian standards, I'm considered a bubbly extrovert. Here's me impersonating a man trapped at the bottom of a well.
2 dongs.
That's it? As you correctly guessed from that opening, I'm a certified public accountant. Being an accountant for 15 years has filled my life with endless happiness. Do you guys want to hear the world's funniest accountant joke? Yeah! That was it. I've spent my entire professional life arguing over audit standards and risk awareness. Do you have a favorite audit standard, sir? Well, of course not. He's popular with women. My favorite audit standard, thanks for asking, is the 75 pages on identifying and assessing the risks of material misstatements. Spoiler alert, it's not as exciting as it sounds. I sit when I pee. That's all I have to say on that subject. Many tough men have told me it's embarrassing to sit down when you pee. They say it creates an uncomfortable atmosphere at the urinals. I've been in London a couple of months, and here's what I've learned about British people. You're fucked. All right. The second thing I've learned, you mispronounce Leicester. About that first joke, to prove how fucked you are, here's a fun fact. You know what we call 45,000 a year in Norway? Unemployment benefits. That makes me the alpha unemployed comedian tonight. I don't make any sound during sex. I just felt you should know that about me. I'm amazing in bed though. Not to brag, but I've destroyed many women with my penis. Well, technically it's called syphilis. What can I say? I like to leave my women with a burning sensation. People often ask me, what do I think about London? So luckily, I have a second notebook. Okay, this is what I like about London.
Henning, stay there, thank you. Raj, what do you think of our man?
Man, that was great. So what was your name?
Henning.
Henning. How long have you been going, Henning?
5 months.
5 months? You're not lying to us, are you?
No.
Nah, because that was great, man. I love the deadpanness and the punchlines were great. Yeah, I don't think you even deserve 2 gongs, to be fair, that you got. I thought it was great. I thought you were going to say you've been going in Norway for ages and you're here on holiday.
I've only done stand-up in London.
And I was going to say, we voted Brexit, bro. Right? Yeah. Nah, man, that was great. Well done.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. Yeah, like you kind of like got this. I don't know, is it a character? Like, are you just that dry in general? Or is it?
People ask me what do you do to get in character, and that's just me on stage, I guess.
It's brilliant though. It's brilliant because a lot of the time with deadpan, people can switch off, but they fucking love you. I thought you were hilarious, man. Like, yeah, 5 months is mad. So yeah, we'll see you about it, innit? Yeah, well done. Man.
Thank you.
Well done, Henning. Dude, I thought there were some brilliant jokes in there. My favourite one was that you've had sex before. So that was great. I thought it was really nice. I mean, the UKIP brigade at the back were fucking loving it. They kept setting off like chickens and farmyard animals around the room. I don't know what the fuck was happening over there. But they were loving it. Congratulations for bringing on like a group of people who almost definitely voted to never see your sort again. So it was great. I mean, I've got nothing to say. Hang on, have you done it? What's the biggest show you've done? Have you done the Comedy Store, like their Gong show, something like that?
No, I did Up the Creek on Thursday.
And did you get through?
Yes.
Did you win?
No, but he killed it. He won it.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, we'll bear it in mind. We probably should have ended that conversation 20 seconds earlier, but we didn't. So it is what it is. Give it up. Henning Nielsen through to the final. Bravo to you. All right. He is off. Lucy Silver is up. Start the clapping.
Hi guys. Woo! I'm Lucy. How's it going? This is lush. I'm having a really shit week. I've already tried to fist bump a blind man. That went well. Caught my boyfriend breastfeeding the cat as well. True story as well. This stuff just fucking happens to me, yeah. He doesn't lactate, so we can't physically feed him, but it doesn't stop our cat, Bart Reynolds, from trying to latch on to his tiny little cat nipples. And as a result, he's now widely known as catnip. They say cats are like their owners, or pets are like their owners, don't they? And our cats are fucking huge. They're Mancoons, massive, hairy, fucking thick as shit. A bit like my boyfriend. And I live in Suffolk. My boyfriend's from this tiny little Suffolk village. And what is it? Is anyone here from the country? No. Okay, well basically, cool. So basically, there's something about tiny little Suffolk villages that really lowers the IQ. And I think it's incest, to be honest. I can say that because I'm not from there. So I'm parent to a teenager, and it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Has anyone here got any kids? Yeah, it's really shit, isn't it? Also, it lasts a really long time, parenting. My customer the other day said, I should clarify, I'm a tattoo artist. And when I say my customer, it's a bit ambiguous, isn't it? But it is an old profession, but it's not the oldest. So my customer said the other day, don't worry, it does get easier. When, Sheila? When does it get easier? Because there's not even any guarantee that he's ever going to move out. My uncle was 56 before he got his own house. And he didn't even move out. My granny just fucking died. But more people now are actively choosing not to have kids, and I think it's great. I've got so much respect for that. I wish I'd done it. And I just wondered if I'd get the same respect if I actively chose to no longer have a child. And like, how could I do that? One of my friends works for social services, so I went to her for help. Because apparently social services take kids away all the time, don't they? She said that social services is just for children who are at risk. I was like, trust me, he is at risk of being punched in the face because he looks just like his dad. And his dad is a cunt. Woo! Dad's a cunt. I've been trying to encourage him to have a good relationship with money, though. You know, if he wants to buy his drugs, he needs to get a fucking job. Pay for them himself. And there are so many job options out there for teenagers. As teenagers, you may well know. County lines, for example. Excellent employee benefits. And would it be such a bad thing to have a child that's a drug dealer? No, yeah, I know, right? Because exactly, free or if not cheap drugs. And if he gets caught, then I don't have to see him. Win-win. Oh, that was an unusual sound in the back. That MDMA is kicking in, isn't it? But having a child's a bit like having a stalker. You make one poor choice about who you have sex with, and you end up with somebody that you don't really like following you around. And the police don't do anything. My child really wants to come to one of my gigs, and I'm like, yeah, no. Absolutely not, ever. But I did tell him some of my jokes just to give him an idea of what I was going to be talking about, or what sort of goes on. And he was like, wow, why are they all about me? I said, Alex, it's healthy to talk about your mistakes. He said, do you think about what your life would be like if you didn't ever have me? And I'm like, yeah, literally every fucking single day. I gotta say, this is very unusual. It's a bit different to the Comedy Store. That was just booing. My friend said that having a child's like having a little mini best mate. I'm like, yeah, if you fucking hate your mates. My mum has a pretty similar attitude towards kids. She was so fucked off when I got up the duff that she literally emigrated. She is like, I'm not fucking babysitting. You can deal with that shit by yourself. But she did eventually come back. She got old, now she needs me. And she lives next door to me, so that's great. She's useful though. Once I was in the middle of moving house and I had to go to hospital, so she finished packing up my house for me, including my bedroom. Yeah, my bedside drawer. Yeah. When I got to my new house, she had bubble wrapped my vibrator. Yeah, I gotta say.
Thank you, Lucy, man. That was excellent. That was very funny. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, it was great. How long have you been going?
2 months.
2 months? Yeah, that was Yeah, very good. Very like well-structured, well-written jokes. Yeah.
Thank you.
As a tip, I reckon you want your social services to set your kid away. I mean, it sounds like your boyfriend fucks the cat. I reckon tell him that.
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Comedy-wise, yeah, it was really good. Yeah, well done, man.
Thank you so much.
Raj.
Yeah, 2 months, great stuff, man. Also, we should thank Lucy's mum. She donated all the dildos to us.
Yeah. Thanks, Mum. Yeah. She got them from my bedside drawer, actually.
So
that's why they're well worn.
Yeah. Tip two for getting rid of your kids is there's a place in Spain actually, in Portugal, where you can drop them off.
Oh, I'm going there. Is that where Joseph Fritzl lives?
No.
No.
Yeah, you get tapas as well. So while you eat, they'll deal with the kids. Don't worry. No, I think that was great. 2 months. You're very good. Good joke structure.
Is that where you went?
No, it's where Madeleine McCann went. I thought everyone would get it.
No, mate. I tried it. I tried it. Mum moved to Portugal.
Oh.
That's where she emigrated to. So yeah, we tried it, but yeah, my son wasn't pretty enough.
Oh.
Yeah, I moved to Soham as well,
I'm not
but he
falling
wasn't the
into this trap.
demographic.
What I can say is thank God your 5 minutes is up. That's good. But Lucy, I thought that was brilliant. I'm not sure your mum gave out these. I'm not sure if this one was yours yourself. Because I think you might have left that's the dream ticket. So this is what the finalist, the winner gets, and is borrowed from Lucy's house, which is all good. Man, I thought that props aside, with a joke that didn't actually work that well, your stuff was really funny. I thought you were instantly really likeable, which is good. Tory boy hated it, so he left halfway through in disgust to go back to Balham. Everyone else in the room seemed to fucking love it. 2 months you've been going. So are you living in London, you and the boy?
No, I'm in East Anglia.
And in East Anglia, so you've got a teenage son, because you look like very young. So
I had him when I was 19.
You had him when you were 19, okay, so not, and I mean this with love, not that young. Alright, so it's all good, but for what it's worth, that was brilliant. You're through to the final. Thank you very much, Lucy Sever. Give it up for her. Yeah, the grandstand music. She goes to freak herself all the way back to Norwich. We need to choose some. So I thought that was a brilliant ad-lib. Tory boy's back. He's had to go and call his parents to make sure they can still pick him up. So that's good. Who have we got? I like that. Charlie D. Charlie D is up. Give it up for Charlie D. Charlie D is coming.
I wasn't having a shit. I was upstairs, and it's like I didn't want to fall because someone pissed themselves or something over there. And the last thing I want to do is fall over and shit myself on. Yeah. So I have an essential tremor. I don't know why it's essential, because I don't want it. And the reason why I would have shit myself if I fell over is because I have Crohn's. As you can see, I'm aiming for sympathy. So over the weekend, saw a lot of people going, not my king, not my king, not my king. And I was like, I don't think you have a fucking say, mate. It's been going on like that since medieval times. Now everyone wants to change something. One thing I've realised we all can never change is who chose our names. None of us did. Okay. So, yeah, having an essential tremor's fun. Sometimes people think I'm cold. Even when it's hot like today. And, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's really good.
One dong.
I always get this thing from people where they're like, I bet with the shaking and the tremor, you're good at fingering. But I was always told not to play with my food, but I do eat it real good. I don't know how you feel about edibles. But I've been
Two dongs.
doing them recently. You don't like edibles. Anyway,
3 dongs.
You don't either. What's going on? Fucking hell.
Charlie, well done, mate. Do you know what? I've seen you before, and it's always like, I always think there's something missing. I mean that with love, because I think you're a good actor, you're funny. I always think maybe, I don't know, take drugs or something before, more drugs. I think there's something in it, because you're funny, you write good jokes, you've got brilliant material, the essential tremor thing I think is really good, and you should be getting through. How many gigs have you done, Charlie?
Well, I did get through the other day, but to be fair, running down those stairs threw me off a bit.
Okay.
And then the fucking loud music outside is
Yeah,
just
so we don't need the whole life story. But thank you. I'm sorry to hear that.
I was going to give you the whole story.
It was, but obviously I would prefer to die. But Charlie, I thought it was good. Just going by comedically, everyone's got the same sort of, everyone's up against the same thing. You're a funny guy, and I want you to carry on because I want you to win this one day. But today wasn't your thing. How long is it? About 3 minutes up there? Maybe not even. 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
The essential tremor thing was good. My favourite bit was you did that joke about I'm really good at fingering, and then our friend over here, the industrial fraudulent teenager, or tween I should say, was about to put his thing up, and the girl he was with said, no, let's hear the end of that joke. And I mean this with love, she got the end of his cock and put it down, and stopped him, but then you carried on a bit, and then she released the cock and you're gone, I'm afraid. So it is what it is. Blame the children over there playing with plastic penises. But from me, mate, well done. Unlucky tonight. Give it up for him. Joe, no, Charlie, we've still got 2 more, buddy. Joe, what do you think?
It wasn't worth coming back for, Charlie, I'm not going to lie. I think everything David said, I will say I think the straight white man is a villain these days, so I'm not going to bully a man with disabilities on stage, because that's a lot. But I think, didn't you win this before?
I've won it a few times.
You won it a few times, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, if you're just coming here trying new ideas and that, yeah, fuck it, who cares, you know what I mean?
Rob's just got nothing more to add. Give it up, Charlie D! All right. It's time. I don't know what song that was, but it was one of. It's time for your final act of this half, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for your final act? Please welcome on Gracie Martin!
Hello, guys. So I'm not from here. Another immigrant, yay! I have to say, you throw a great party for a guy that began working after retirement. Yes, the king. Needs some explaining. So, I've only been doing comedy for a few months, and I'm in my 40s. And I thought I was too old, but after witnessing this weekend, it's never too late to pursue your dreams. Yes, even if that dream is your mother dying. So, I'm from Venezuela. Thank you. I am very exotic. Thank you. Yes, and maybe some of you were expecting me to sound a little bit different, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. You know, if you were expecting me to speak like the drug dealers in Narcos. Speaking of Narcos, on the way here, I got asked if I had cocaine. That is so offensive. How dare you confuse me with a Colombian? We are not all the same, okay? Colombia produces the drug, Bolivia refines it, and we smuggle it to you. I can tell you love drugs. So look, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. So yes, we smuggle it to you, and I get it. You need the drugs to deal with the British problems. You know, bad weather, bad food, a terrible king. Like, I'm from Venezuela. You don't know what real problems are. We have the worst economy in the world. Yes, silence is the right response. And I get it. Look, the cost of, yeah, but you know that before that we were known for oil exports and winning the most beauty pageants. So we're like Texas, but poor. And I get it. You know, the cost of living crisis is affecting us all. But if you think 10% inflation is shit, Venezuela's inflation is 300%, guys. When you walked into this gig, it was 150%. Last time I took my friend to lunch, I emptied my savings, used all of my cards. I looked at the waiter and I said, "Excuse me, sir, do you take pussy?" I come from Caracas, the capital, and it's one of the most dangerous places in the world. People there are not gonna mug you with a knife. That's take your kid to work day. It's very aggressive. They'll pull out an AK-47 just to ask for directions. So talking to my friend back home, I'm like, "Hey babe, don't worry, that cute guy you were seeing never texted you back. I promise it's not you. He's dead." He literally became a ghost. You know, guys, I thought for a while my boyfriend was ghosting me. Don't worry, he didn't die. Turns out he got kidnapped. What a relief. Yes, but you know, Venezuelans are nice. When they took him, one of the criminals gave him his ID back so he could go vote. Yes, when he was about to be released, the head of the gang surveyed him to see how they could improve. And he was like, "Sure, buddy, I'll leave you a review on Kidnap Advisor. Quick capture, great intimidation, adequate choice of guns. I like that kidnapper so much, I developed Stockholm Syndrome. Overall, 5 stars. Definitely would repeat." Another common complaint I've heard is people not being able to get an appointment at the GP. And I've complained about it and I feel bad because in my country there's basically no health care. You know how for house parties you have BYOB? We have this in Venezuela for hospitals. It's bring your own bandages. There are no medical supplies whatsoever. And with that in mind, bring your own booze. There's no anesthetics. And we're very corrupt, so you have to bribe the doctor. Do you take pussy? So I left all of that poverty behind, and it's such a privilege to be poor in England. You know, having to start over and dating again, because remember, my boyfriend got kidnapped. And, you know, so the other day I got on one of the apps, and I matched with this really cute guy, right? So he sends me a text, and I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, you're Latina. Oh, I love the accent." And I'm like, "Oh, another one with the stereotypes." And I'm like, oh, okay.
Bravo. Gracie Martin. Very fucking Raj, what do you think?
Great. How long did you say you've been going? A couple of months?
38th gig.
38th gig. Oh, nice. Do you know what? You started off with some topical stuff, which when you first start out, not many people do, so that was great. Some king stuff in there. There was a great callback about buying shit with your pussy. Great.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You're a fan of that one, I could see.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a good one. I thought that was a good callback. Yeah. It's not, yes. Nah, great. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice that you got. I don't
Boyfriend's
say.
ghost.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it was nice that you were brought onto Cinco de Mayo music from outside, which felt a lot considering where you said you were from. Did feel like you were being profiled, but yeah, 30 Aggies is good, man. I think Raj covered it. Yeah, it lowered a bit in the middle again, like I think it happened with someone earlier, but you get used to it after a bit, and yeah, well done, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, I'd agree with those two. I thought, all I can say is I was particularly impressed that the first applause break of the entire night was when the crowd found out your boyfriend had been murdered. So welcome to London, is the first thing I can say to you. I thought it was really good. I thought when you started talking about the percentage of inflation in Venezuela, you were struggling in a little bit, only because some of these people don't know what inflation is, they don't know what Venezuela is, and they don't know what the word percentage means. Okay, that was a bit of a struggle for some people on the front row, but they got together with it. The lady's hand I was watching was off the guy's cock for the entire show for that 5 minutes. I thought it was really, really funny. I thought it was really original. I thought the jokes were good. I thought you were new, and you could sort of tell that you were new. And I don't say that as an insult. I thought it was quite. There was sort of work to be done, and I'm interested to see where it goes. The ghosting joke I thought was my favourite joke of the night. So even though I think I've heard similar stuff before, but I haven't heard that joke, so I presume that's an original from you. But well done, man. I thought that was super funny. Give it up. You're through to the final. Gracie Martin! Fucking funny. All right, give it up for all your acts you've seen in the first half, man. They were fucking funny. We have got the small matter of the second half to come. Plus, we've got to decide who is going to win tonight's show. So this is how we're going to roll. We're going to take a break. I'd say 10 minutes, should we say? 10 minutes. We're running a little bit behind. If you want to get a drink, you can. Go behind. Be back here. We're going to need some new judges. So pass me back your dicks. And whoever's been a total prick in their life, I want you to tell me.
Dildos to the front. Dildos to the front.
Dildos here. Here's some...
Vauxhall Comedy Club, are you ready for the second half of the show? Come on, more noise. Are you ready for the second half? Please welcome back David Lewis!
Thank you very much indeed. Are you alright? You well? All right, some of you guys didn't necessarily understand the question. All right, good. So we're back for a second half of tonight's fucking Vauxhall Comedy Ding Dong Gong show. So I have to say we only got 3 people through in the first section, I think, and 4 others have gone back to their house, and obviously by house I mean shared rental accommodation in Zone 9. So let's not worry about them. We've got a second half to get through, which is good. The judges, you did very well, surprisingly well, actually. I thought either one would have fucking put that cock straight on eBay, but you didn't, so that's all good. And our friend at the back looks like he's OD'd. He's not back, the birthday boy. So he's hopefully in hospital having his stomach pumped, or not, just outside dying. Who cares? So he's gone. So we're going to need... And Tory boy over there did very well. Well done for you. I saw your look of disgust when people said they weren't from Clapham. All right? So that was very triggering for you, having a Venezuelan, whatever made-up country that was for you, sir. And Norway. But that's okay, because Norway's Northern European, so I'm sure you love it. So let's not worry about that, because we've got a second... I'm sorry, I'm only saying that because you are clearly racist. So let's not worry. It's fine. Who knows how it's going to be. It is what it is. These are all jokes. Don't worry. I don't want to take the piss too much because your dad is obviously a barrister. So let's not worry. We're going to crack on. We've got a second half to get through. We had some brilliant judges. I got to say, man, you judges pulled out the bag when you needed to. And we need 4 more judges now to do it, because we've got 6 more acts in the second. All I need to ask is that same question. Some of you are good at answering. This guy gave me a brilliant answer. Who's been a real piece of shit at some point in their life that they want to share with us? Who can think? Give me a hands up if you think you have been a piece of shit. Yes, madam, there, boom. Why? Tell us your name. Sophie, talk us through. Why? You haven't slept since yesterday. What's been going on? Stuff. Oh, someone has taken a fucking lot of Xanax, haven't they? All right. Well, we can give it to you, but you're not going to have a big panic attack halfway through or anything, are you? No, maybe you... Say again, probably not. Where were you last night? Why were you out so late? She was getting fucked. All right. Okay. I like the way, Sophie, I respect the way you brought your mum to tonight's comedy show. So Sophie, well done. You do that. Don't stick it in any part of your person. Just use it as to be a gong. Okay, second person, piece of shit. Okay, who? You, madam. Tell us. Tell us your name quick. Darcy. Why are you a piece of shit, Darcy? Hang on, this is good. Wait. You once did... What with your ex-boyfriend? This is excellent. Darcy, for what it's worth, Darcy said she met her ex-boyfriend, made him pay for the entire holiday, and then broke up with him. What a surprise. Yeah. What a surprise you're sitting next to, like, sugar daddy fucking baby piece of shit over here. Darcy, where did he take you on holiday? His whole family paid for your holiday. Like, please don't take this the wrong way, but you are a real fucking piece of shit, and I like that. So well done. You are our best judge so far. I like that. Obviously morally you're very reprehensible, but let's not worry. 2 more, quickly. Who have we got? Sir, hands up. What's going on? Tell us your name. Noah. Why are you a piece of shit? Compete with Darcy. That is a fucking banging answer. Can you believe the fucking 2 people, the 14-year-old and the 15-year-old, have come up with the best answers on the thing? She was human trafficked with fucking like Prince Andrew energy, and she was loving every second of it. So that's good. You're not. You just want the dildo. No, you haven't read the rules and conditions. Madam, talk us through. Quick.
I took a guy's ball.
So you took over a what?
A guy's ball this week.
You took over a guy's bowl?
I'm a urologist.
Oh, I see. Okay. So wait. You took out a guy's testicle. Oh, well, listen, I'll tell you something. We haven't had that answer before. And I think that probably wins it. Well done. I'm a bit alarmed. Well done for being a urologist. I mean this with love. Obviously, you're a complete fantasist who hasn't taken your drugs, but we're going to believe you that you're a urologist. That's right, madam. So pass that back to... We're giving you the smallest one. There are no testes here. For those of you who don't know how it works, when your balls drop, this is what it will look like, okay? So give that to... Tell us your name, madam. Sit. Okay. All right, that's good. I like that you're drinking on the job. You've got to go up operation later on. I like that. A couple of these guys have got undescended balls, so you can operate on them. We've got one final person. Okay, come on, quick. Yes.
No matter what I do, whether it's good or bad, it's her fault.
Okay, okay, I like your sort of quite aggressive UKIP energy, but no. Final one, yes, come on.
I'm here with my mate Ross.
Yes.
And I have a massive crush on his sister and his girlfriend who are also here.
Nice, okay. Well, do you know what? Obviously you're fucking weird, but I've run out of time, so you're going to have to be the next judge. There you go, sir. Well, we've got the opposite, I'm sensing, of what you're packing. Tell us your name. So you want to fuck your best friend's sister? That's really good of you. And you fancy his girlfriend as well? Okay, no, please don't take this the wrong way, but you're somehow worse than the child fraud, okay? So come, and buddy, come up here, come and get your cock. Tell us your name. Okay, quickly, Connor. Chop. There you go, because this is the only time you'll be exposing yourself this evening. All right, Connor, I'm sensing you're going to be going dogging later on because, and I mean this with love, Connor, you are not fucking anyone. So,
David,
this is how it's going to roll.
David, can I just see where all the holders are, just so I can see where they go up?
I need you guys to put your cocks in the air.
Put them in the air, let me see them. Okay, cool. When you put them up, keep them up for a second, just so I definitely see them. Cheers.
Definitely. Now, this is how we're going to roll. Judges were good in the first half. We got 6 acts in the second half. We've got to dash through. The last thing we want to see in this comedy show is people dying up here and people being too polite to gong them off. If they are shit, make a sound of what you're going to do to encourage these guys to dong them. Make sure it happens. This isn't fucking Blue Peter. If it's no good, even though these guys think it is. So if they are shit, they have to go. Show me what you're going to do one more time. If they're shit, show me. Done. 1 gong, 2 gongs, 3 gongs, 4 gongs. Let's crack on. All right. Ksenia and your 2 best mates, one of whom you don't even know what their name is. You having a nice evening? I like that. What do you do for a living, Ksenia? You're a sales operations manager. Absolute banter. So, are you ready for your first? Say again? Boring as fuck. You took the words out of my mouth. Now, this is how we're going to roll. We have got some acts. I didn't have their back for this guy's birthday at the back, but listen up. When they're on, just laugh, piss yourself, don't talk the way through it, because we'll get complaints from the parents of the guys on the front row saying that their fucking field trip to London didn't go as planned, all right? So we need you guys to be respectful. I know that probably one of your dads is over there. I'm not sure all of you know who your dads are, but if they were here, they would be on the back. You don't. I like the way you're saying that as a compliment. You should be doing stand-up, my friend. That is all good. Right. This is how we're going to roll. We've got 6 acts. Are you ready for a great second half of comedy, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to start the same way we did the first. That is with a bucket. Do you know what? Will you choose one from the bucket and you can read it out? Joe Bingham.
Alright, here
Your first act is Bart Broadband.
Bart Broadband!
Good evening, everyone. How you doing? I'm a gangly fella. There are 3 different body types: ectomorph, endomorph, and mistaken for a puppet. I'm the last one. Got a bit of an okey doke vibe. Ex-girlfriend of mine used to say to me, she used to say, "But cuddling up with you is like cuddling up with a tote bag full of coat hangers." Couple of chuckles. We found a toxic relationships in tonight. Very nice. I thought I'd try and thicken up recently. I thought I'd start going to the gym. I don't know if anybody goes to the gym, but let me save you a little bit of time. It's a house with a seat. First thing you see when you walk in my local gym. Big motivational slogan on the wall. It says, "Nobody ever said I regretted that workout." Big letters. Nobody ever said I regretted that workout. 6 feet along on the same fucking wall. Defibrillator. One or the other, lads, do you know what I mean? Some of the sharper listeners in the audience may have heard that I have an accent. May have picked it out. I am, of course, ethnically Cockney. I use this term ethnically Cockney because I was born in the East End to a family who are from the East End, but when I was a little boy we moved out to somewhere a little bit more exotic. Begins with a Z and ends with an X if there's anyone well travelled in that might know where that is. Begins with a Z and ends with an X. Not Zanzibar.
2 dongs.
Zone 6 is where we moved out to.
3 dongs!
All right, thank you, Bert, for kicking off the second half. What to say, dude? I was like, the jokes weren't quick enough, I don't think. I think when you come out for this crowd, I think it's just, I thought the jokes just didn't quite come quick enough because I've seen your stuff before. It's funny, but it wasn't working. How many gigs have you done, dude? How long have you been going?
Like 50, about 7 months.
7 months or so. Well, I've got nothing more to say except for the fact that I'm not a big fan of the hat and Adidas jacket and skinny jeans and DMs together with white trainers. I mean, normally I'd say talk us through what you're wearing, but obviously you are borderline personality disorder, and I love that about you. So well done. It takes one to know one. Unlucky. See you again. Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, I can't say shit about how you dress because I look like I'm from fucking Miami 5 or something. It's a lot, but it's you look like you should be like the front man of a band. You know what I mean? Like, not Boyzone, no, like heroin chic, kind of like Pete Doherty style. Same thing though, isn't it? Just it was a bit of a slow start, but I'm sure we'll see you back here, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you.
Same as these guys, just with the Gong show, just quick, try and make them laugh every 20 seconds and you'll survive this thing. But yeah, the outfit, I said to Joe, I leaned in, I said, what the fuck is he wearing? But hey man, if you're comfortable, do your thing.
It is.
Thank you very much.
Bart Broadband, thank you. Helen K is up. Your second act, Helen K.
All right. I'm happy to be here, guys. This is the only place where I can get 3 dicks shoved in my face and still leave unsatisfied. All right, before we begin properly, I will address the frequently asked question of, where is that accent from? It is from my mouth. No. Now, I was born in the USSR 2 months before the rebranding. This tends to go better for me than if I say that I'm from Russia. Don't look at me. We warned you for years that Russian singles were in your area, but did you listen? Now listen, you can unclench. I obviously do not support the invasion of Ukraine. We can all agree that was a dick move. And I feel like I have to say it every time I perform because I fear that people might hear that I'm from Russia and just assume that that makes me an evil cunt. I promise you, those things are entirely unrelated. I mean, I don't know if it's the Russia thing or what, but I actually have heard quite a lot that I am hard to like. And while I think that's true, I also think you could try a bit harder. Yeah, my mom prefers that I don't talk about being Russian on stage because she's concerned that because of the invasion I'd get mistreated, persecuted, gonged off, simply because of where I happen to come from.
One dong.
Yeah.
2 dongs.
And obviously I told her, Mom, that's ridiculous, I'm white. But honestly, it has been hard for me, because there goes my dream of ever owning Chelsea. So I am 31 years old. She's been alive all this time. How does she do it? Antidepressants. Some of you clearly haven't reached the 31 years old milestone, so I gotta warn you guys, that's rough. Because you lose both your youth and your rail card. Other than that, I didn't really mind aging. Being Russian is an asset here, because no smile lines. And also, can we take a second to appreciate that for a mother of 2, I have an amazing body? Hell yeah! I don't have any kids, but if I did, it would be really impressive. No, I'm 31. I am unmarried. I have no interest in children, which is rare for today's entertainment industry. And therefore, I occasionally get asked, aren't you afraid of dying alone? And to that I say, no. How many people are you planning to take down with you, you sick fuck? Honestly, motherhood is not for me. I mean, I watched my mom do it and I wasn't impressed. I appreciate that being a single parent is a tough gig because there is just no mystery of who fucked up the child, right? It actually becomes a pretty simple game of Cluedo. Pretty sure it's my mother in the dining room with the body shaming. For my 31st birthday, I actually did this very show because I figured they can't gong me off on my birthday. And I was right, it was amazing. No, but I was very proud of myself, and an audience member came up to me afterwards and she said, wow, you're my favorite. And she hugged me and gave me a kiss on the cheek. And I realized that's all I've ever wanted from my mother.
Well done, Helen K. Joe Bingham, what do you think, buddy?
Exactly what we just said to Bert. It was some punchlines. I don't know. You got 2 dungs halfway through, but I don't know why. Because it was quite steady.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah, I've seen you in before though. It's good, man. Yeah. It's nice. I mean, I'm from a single parent household, so you brought up a lot of emotions I don't want to deal with. But well done, man. It was nice. Well done.
Well done, Raj.
Yeah, I think the 2 gongs was undeserving. I think they did that because you tested them, and then you pulled them right back with white privilege, and I love to see it.
I am also British now, so...
Welcome. The USSR rebranding, I thought it was a great joke. I think it went over their heads because they're stupid, but it's all right. Great stuff, well done.
Well done. I'd agree with those 2. I think if you want to be, I don't know, you could always try coming on and having an enormous Z behind you. I
see you're studying up.
Yeah, say again?
You're studying Russian.
I do. We'll come on to what I'm reading afterwards until I speak to you a bit more about what a war criminal your leader is. But most importantly, I don't want to take the piss too much because I don't want anyone to Novichok me on the way home. So I thought that it was really funny. I thought the jokes were good. I thought that... Have you done the show before?
I've done it 6 times and I passed it 4 times, yeah.
Okay, have you won it before? So you haven't won it yet?
No.
Okay, did you do it all before the invasion or after?
I only started doing comedy after the invasion.
You started doing comedy?
It was just too much material to pass up on.
There was too much. Listen, we've all got to process 200,000 casualties, don't we? So, well done you anyway. Congratulations, you're through to the final, and thank you very much indeed for that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep coming back until I win, so it's better for all of us.
All right, Helen K. She's going to keep coming back until they win. I don't think she understands how immigration works to Britain. But let us not worry about that. We have got one more act. Let's go in this thing again. I loved it. Let's try this person. We'll get one more person from the bucket of joy or sick. We will have to see. We have Aashish. Is your next act? Sound the clapping.
It's big pimpin', baby.
Hello. So my family don't know that I'm a comedian, mainly because I'm already a bit of a disappointment. I work in recruitment. I feel like the room gets a little bit tense when a brown man says something like that. It's not that kind of recruitment, you bastards. You know, I actually did a gig yesterday, and I said I work in recruitment, and a guy in the back of the room shouts, "For ISIS!" I was like, "You racist fucking whore. That's the last time I'm bringing my girlfriend to one of my gigs." Thing is, it doesn't really make much sense, you know? ISIS are finished. They have no more people left. For now. We shall rise again! Come home, Shamima! Moving on. So, I'm actually dating a posh white girl right now. Thank you. You know, people usually look at us and think, how the fuck did that happen? I've got a bit of a theory. Yeah. Listen to my theory. I've got a theory that posh white girls like to rebel against their parents. And what's more rebellious than a Bombay bad boy? You know, one time, I watched a friend smoke ganja. But I've learned a lot from dating a white girl, you know? I've learned that they love to go for a fucking walk, don't they? All the time. All the time I have to deal with, that's spicy, isn't it? It's just a biscuit, man. But at least, you know, compared to dating an Indian girl, a white girl will always have less back hair than you. The Indian girls are gonna like that one. But I really like this girl that I'm with right now. So you can imagine how nervous I was to tell my traditional Indian mum that I'm dating a white girl. So I came with a plan. I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll tell her something even worse that an Indian mum would disapprove of. And then I'll tell her the real news, and everything should be happy days, right? So I sat her down. I said, "Mum," she said, "What is it?" I said, "I've got something to tell you. You know, I'm seeing someone." She goes, "Oh my God, oh, marry her." I was like, hold on. There's something else. You're not gonna like this, but I'm gay. And then she said, "Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to tell me you were the white girl." I got Uno reversed, man. The plan went out the fucking window. So I've been gay for about a year now. You know, it's really hard keeping up with this lie. It's tiring. And I probably didn't need to suck all that dick, but... People call me crazy, but I prefer the term hopeless romantic. But growing up was tough, you know. I actually grew up with an underbite. If you don't know what an underbite is, it's when your lower jaw grows too much. Actually, I ended up looking like that, yeah? Couldn't smile a lot as a kid. Always looked like I was plotting something. I had really bad eczema as well. So, combine those two things, I look like an 11-year-old heroin addict. I looked so much like a crack addict that the teachers wouldn't let me use glue sticks. I'd be looking around the class and I'd be like, why the fuck am I the only one with duct tape? You ever tried to duct tape glitter? Quite lonely as a kid as well, you know, understandably. Who wants to be friends with, can I borrow a pen, please? Got a lot of names.
Bravo. Well, look, they loved you, Akshay. Well done to you. You are through to the final. I don't quite know what to tell you about it. I thought it was funny. I thought your impression of your mum was quite racist, but I will leave that with you. I think it was good. How long have you been going for, buddy? What's been going how long?
This is my 20th.
20th gig? 20th time here?
20th gig.
20th gig ever?
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, look, I mean, crack on. I liked it. It was funny. Is it sort of? Is it based on you? Is it based on stuff you picked up? What is it? I mean,
yes, it's just based on me. Yeah.
Based on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously you've had a tough life, but I like it. All right, Akshay, well done. You're through to the final. Joe, what do you think, mate?
It was funny. It made me feel like I might be racist because I laughed too much at the ISIS joke. You know? I looked to Raj for validation and wasn't laughing. I panicked a little bit, but I thought it was proper funny, man. 20 gigs in, like, yeah, it was good. It was original. Yeah, well done, man.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, man, great. I just thought right at the start, I thought you seemed a bit unnatural, but as the set went on, you started being yourself more on stage, and I thought that was a much better look than the start. My favourite thing is when you said Bombay Bad Boy and he went best pot noodle flavour. So fair play. Nah, great stuff, man. Thank you. Well done.
Well done, Akshay, mate. Nice. All right, you're through. Christopher Ali is up. Christopher Ali, you are next. At the club. Hey! He's up. Bravo.
Hello everyone, yes, my name is Chris Ali. Well, let me get over here. Before I get into some black shit, I came here with I heard some bad news recently. I found out I had to put my dog down. Yeah, man, because the vet said she was a paranoid schizophrenic. Yeah, I know, I was confused. I was like, wow, Mr. Vet, like, well, I've never heard that. Is that where the saying comes from? And he was like, well, what saying, Chris? I was like, you know the saying, bitches be crazy. We got any football fans in the house? Yeah, go ahead. Scumbags, a lot of ya. No, I'm an Arsenal fan, so you know. Yeah, fuck you. Second in the league. Yeah, but right, calm down. Oh, well, fuck Chelsea. Come on. All right, you might have heard about this, right? So the Premier League recently released a list of the most influential black people in football, right? So great stuff, innit? Hey, so yeah, you know, you got players like Rashford and Saka and the other player that missed. Guess what they called it? The blacklist. I know, it's true, right? I mean, what were these guys thinking? Like, oh, it's got black in it. They'll be right with that. You know? Next they'll be coming up with a list of the highest earning women in football, call it the cash cows. I mean, I don't even, you know. I wrote down the definition of a blacklist, right? Just so we understand what we're working with here, right? I wrote it down because, you know, the printer at work was out, all right? So a blacklist is a list of people or things, no? All right? That are regarded as unacceptable or untrustworthy and should be excluded or avoided. I mean, I thought this was supposed to be a list of black excellence. What do these players get? An all-expense paid trip back to where they came from. I mean, at least on Love Island, you know, you win that, you get a whole bunch of cash. You get put on the suicide watch list too, but... You know.
2 dongs.
Oh, come on, man, they get over it. Come on.
3 dongs.
Yeah.
Unlucky, Chris. I don't know what it was. I've seen you do comedy a few times, and I always like your stuff. It wasn't quite, I don't know, fast enough out the blocks, I think, after the last thing. I don't know what it was. Crack on. Your stuff is very funny. Yeah, I mean, these guys, front row are all racist, so it's unlucky. You know, when you talked about like a blacklist in football, they were like raring to go. All right, thank you though. See you again.
Lovely.
You got to stay around. You got 2 more people. Right.
Yeah, strong start, man. Bitches be crazy. That made me chuckle. That was a great joke. I think the topics were just too heavy for this coked up audience.
Arsenal haters.
Oh, wait. Did you say Liverpool are scumbags?
No, I said Spurs are.
Did you say Spurs or Liverpool? Did you say Liverpool or Spurs?
No, I said all football fans.
Oh, okay. Well done, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was just a lot, innit? Like, it was dark. It was like... It's a bank holiday. People just want to have a laugh, innit? They just want to get pissed up, and you're talking about people killing themselves on Love Island. It was a lot. But, I mean, I've seen you do like that set before, and it's gone well, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, to be honest, man. Well done.
Yeah. Chris, nice one. Thank you, man. Chris Alley, give it up. I like that. Strong words from the man next to me who inevitably one day will be on Love Island. So what are we going to do? All right, 2 more people to go. Raj, please choose your penultimate act to the whole show. Are you ready for your penultimate act, ladies and gentlemen? Let's bring it on. Here we go.
Please welcome to the stage, Julian.
Julian, you're up.
Hello, yes, hello. It is I, the one who put that wristband on your wrist with tenderness that you haven't felt in years. It's good to be here. You do like, he likes my nail polish, guys. Thank you, dear. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. As you may have noticed, I'm wearing beautiful nail polish, and as many of you might have noticed, I also have quite a few birthmarks all over my body. And, you know, it's something different about me. And what my mum always used to tell me growing up was like, don't worry, Julian. Every one of those birthmarks is a kiss from an angel. Angels are some sloppy bitches, it turns out, because I got a big one on my ass. Big one. And I got Orion's belt on my penis. But I'm trying to... Dude, can we simmer it down a little bit? I'm up here doing my thing, thank you. He knows. And so, you know, I'm trying to be a bit more chill, go with the flow. Generally, that's my goal in life. Just, you know, go wherever the river takes me, like a salmon that has given up. There's always next breeding season. Yeah. I have a little theory that I want to posit to you guys. People think that you can only masturbate in a sexual way, but that's not true. It's not true. You can also masturbate in an emotional way. You can masturbate emotionally. I do it all the time. I find specific videos that elicit specific emotions. Like, there's this one genre that always makes me cry, guaranteed. It's this genre of video where step parents, some of the people in the crowd have browser histories, I can tell.
Dong.
Including that guy. That was just an erection, that wasn't a dong. That was just him getting excited about what's to come. And so I watch these videos of these step parents, right? And they're getting surprised by their stepkids with adoption papers. Because they've been living together for so long and they want to surprise them and tell them, I want you to adopt me as my legal guardian. And it's this really emotional moment where years of work and love accumulate, and it's just so beautiful, and it gets me to cry every time. But now, when I watch regular porn and the porn star is like, punish me, daddy, I'm like, I need to see the paperwork. I don't believe it. I don't believe it unless there's... Has the council sanctioned this butt fucking? Because if not, I don't trust it. All right, we got through that. You're all good. Thank you. So, I'm a white guy.
Two dongs.
2 dongs.
3 dongs.
Oh, thank you guys.
Another one does bite the dust. Julian, thank you very much. I thought it was funny. I don't want to take the piss too much because you booked me for these shows, and I'm going to lose out on some cash if I do. But I thought it was good. Obviously, you watch a lot of porn, but that won't come as any surprise to any of us who saw you on stage. And I thought it was good, man. How many gigs? Do you do this? You do both? You gig here as well?
Yeah, I mean, because the Gong show is a kind of a show where you have to kind of be relatable to the audience. So I've been trying to, because a lot of the stuff I do is, quite weird and kind of scary. So I've been trying to like tone it down a little bit for these shows, trying to be more relatable to the crowd.
Yeah.
So
there's definitely the best way to get relatable with the people from Clapham over here. Definitely is to paint your nails. So that's the most important thing.
You can't sell your soul, man. You got to.
It was all good. Gina, thank you though. Unfortunately tonight. See you again though. Very funny.
Because, when you were talking about cry wanking, you looked fucking distraught. It was a lot. I feel like when you got into the flow of things, though, it was going quite well. In the middle, it was just a bit of a slow start, and then just lost momentum. But when you were in the flow, it was going well, man. So yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, strong start, addressing the elephant in the room, spotting the nails, people were looking at them, so just addressing that stuff, the birthmarks, good little segue into your other birthmarks, which we probably didn't need to know about. But yeah, that story about the emotional wanking, I think it just it needed a stronger ending. I think that's it, and that was all it. Yeah. Well done, though, man.
Well done, Julian. Give it up for him, Julian.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready for your final act of tonight's show? Start the clapping for Kyle Horton.
Thank you very much. My name is Kyle. English is my third language, which would be a lot more impressive if I wasn't mumbling like an idiot right now. Yeah, I'm from Kyrgyzstan, and thank you. Kyrgyzstan is very famous for being a map from Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Which is weird because the game came out 2 years after my country went for a revolutionary war. Which by that metric, I would give them 5 years until the Ukraine DLC package. I'm happy you guys not pretending that you care. So many people pretend they care. Where were you when my country was going through that? I didn't see any MySpace pages or Facebook posts about my people dying. I mean, we're not white, which I guess that. I wouldn't care either, to be honest. But I didn't care because I was a 9-year-old kid when that happened. I watched thousands of people march towards the White House with police officers used as hostages, as body shields. There were guns, fire from buses. And the worst part of that as a 9-year-old is being in school while that shit happens. Because I want to go home. I hate school. I was like, Miss, our country is about to blow up on itself, and I was wondering if I could go home early so I could watch 2 hours of SpongeBob on the Soviet Nickelodeon. And maybe I could watch 1 hour of Jackie Chan Adventures on the Anti-Semitic FX.
One dong.
Yeah, and I was really angry at the teacher. I was like, I hope you die, miss. I hope the government kills you, miss. Which, British people try to be more open-minded to my backwards culture. Like, the woman's 32 years old, she's not married, she's already dead to her own parents. Yeah, I'm from a Muslim country, so, that's how we do. And I've been seeing this thing with Asian immigrants, where they get their eyes surgically bigger to appear like a more normal human being. No one's here Asian, you round-eyed nuts. Like, oh. Yeah, but the thing is, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because I am no stranger to betraying my race to please white people. I'm not. Do you guys think my name's really Kyle? Yeah, and I'm so westernized, I'm not even Muslim anymore. Yeah, that's what white pussy does to a brother of Islam. Yeah, but I'm not a complete whitewashed sellout, you guys. I still have my Muslim beliefs, you know. I know that Allah loves me. I know that Allah died for my sins on that cross. And the other day, I was walking my friend's dog, and the dog was just getting its dick sucked by the other dogs. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, this guy's getting more action than I am. I feel like he's using me to get pussy. I thought it was going to be the other way around. Yeah, and I actually, I feel like I'm more Muslim than anyone in here, because did anyone kill a goat at 12 years of age? I did. I had to slice open the goat's throat.
2 dongs.
And my mom was so embarrassed.
3 dongs.
Yeah, you're right. I should be more puns. Yeah.
Kyle. How long did he do? God?
3.5 minutes.
Listen, we were rooting for you. I mean, first of all, I've got to say, Kyrgyzstan, did you say you're from? Yeah. I have to say, what I loved about it was that, I mean, there is nothing more you need to know about Kyrgyzstan than the fact that people still use MySpace. So I thought that was, if you ever want an indictment of the fall of the Soviet Union, that was it. I thought it was really good. I thought your stuff was quite original. I'm sensing that, you know, if you don't do comedy, you're like fucking loaded anyway by your parents, so you don't have to worry about that. That is an expensive-ass coat.
I work in a warehouse, dude.
Say again?
I work in a warehouse.
You work in a warehouse?
Yeah, I'm like a blue-collar hipster. I just buy expensive clothes.
That is good. I'm sure you're only there ironically because your parents own an oil field. But most importantly, I thought it was really funny and I enjoyed it. And I thought it was original. I've never met someone.
The crowd didn't enjoy it.
The crowd did enjoy it. Listen, now's not the time necessarily to start crying. Do that in 5 minutes. But I thought it was funny. I thought it was original. How many gigs you done?
I've been doing on and off 2.5 years now.
Okay, well that's good. I sound a lot more enthusiastic than you do about your life, Carl. But whatever. What's your actual first name, Kyle?
Kulumberg.
Again?
Kulumberg.
Okay, all right. So Carl's not a bad sort of bastardization of that. Listen, dude, I loved it. Hope to see you again. Well done. Unlucky to you. More. Stay here.
I don't really know what happened. Like, it seemed like it was going really well at points.
I mean, I was doing some new material because, you know.
My theory is you're too attractive. I think they weren't listening. You look like a young Keanu Reeves kind of vibe going on. Which I'm a fan of. Also, my ex was from Kyrgyzstan and I miss her every day, so thanks for bringing that up. But now, I think it was decent. I think you were unlucky. Yeah.
Unlucky, Raj.
Yeah, Carl pretty much said everything I was going to say. So more on and less off, and keep going, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Bravo! Give it up for your final act, Carl Horton. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is that special time of the evening. There you go. This guy's just put his manifesto on 4chan, and now he's back here to do it. Sorry, that was a joke about him obviously being a school shooter. Let's not worry about that. We have now got to that special time of the evening where the judges and I need to discuss who has won tonight's Gong Show. Please, first of all, give up for all your people that have gigged tonight, man. It takes balls. Regardless of if they killed, destroyed, or just fucking, died in their ass. Otherwise, that is ballsy. I think we got 5 people that got through to the final. We're going to invite you back on stage. Give them a cheer whilst they're here. Come back on stage. Thank you. Whilst they're here, we're going to ask God to play a bit of music. And for 1 minute, we are going to discuss who has won the show. gentlemen, sorry for the hold up. We are back, yes, after much discussion. Thank you very much indeed. The winner of tonight's show, you guys all fucking did brilliantly. Thank you all very much for making us all laugh, getting the crowd on side, and all that shit. The winner tonight, we couldn't choose between two people, so we're going to give it as a joint win tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, your joint winners tonight are Gracie and Helen K. Bravo! Thank you. Take a seat. Well done to all the others. Well done. That is your shared dong. Well done. Welcome. They'll take a picture in a bit. Welcome to Big School, ladies. So they've won. Stay up here. We're going to get your details. You both won a slot in the show. You guys have been a fucking brilliant audience. Obviously, except for you guys at the back, you've been a living nightmare. But everyone else, everyone else, you've been good. They are obviously off dogging for the rest of the night. Fucked on Cap. And we salute them. This place, Vauxhall Comedy Club, does comedy 7 nights a week. They get some of the best acts in the UK from elsewhere. Come and check it out. But otherwise, you guys have been fucking great. And that's it. Have a brilliant night. Thank you to our judges. Thank you to God and the DJ box. Thank you to Vauxhall Comedy. Here's some music. See you later on. Good night.